Hi, I'm Stephen and welcome to Audio Nautica. On the bench today I've got this Pioneer PD5300 compact disc player, because I reckon if you're into compact disc players you can never have too many players. Someone gave me this. It's looking rather grotty and dirty. I have no idea whether it works or not, but before I plug it in, so I just want to have a look inside to see if there's anything of concern first. Okay, so that looks pretty clean. There is a disc in it. These electrolytic capacitors look okay. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. So I think I'm actually quite prepared to light the blue touch paper and see what happens. Disc spins up. Let's see if the drawer opens. I did a bit of research on this thing. I don't think it has any belts. That's nice and quick. Spins up. So what happens if I hit play. Doesn't seem to play. The disc looks pretty horrible. Why don't I put a disc in it that doesn't look absolutely horrible? No, it does not seem to play. That's rather disappointing. It looks like it's trying to play. Oh well.
Hello and welcome to the 24th Golden Stylus Awards, where the Radio Marketing Bureau acknowledges Australia's best radio commercials debuting on radio in 1992. First off, in the beverage category, in the pharmaceuticals, the next category, in the banks, in business.
Wow. Well, I've got to say I'm pretty pleased with that actually, because all I have done, I didn't show you on camera because it was pretty quick, but there's two clips here which allow me to pull the clamp out, and so I cleaned the laser, and while I was at it, there's this ribbon connector here which goes to the mechanism pickup assembly. I just pulled that out and gave that a clean with switch cleaner as well, put it back together, turn it on, it played straight away. So that may well be all that was wrong with it. Well, it looks like that's all that's wrong with it. Fingers crossed. Now, I have had a look at the service manual, and there is a fairly extensive alignment calibration procedure in there, which I am not going to do, because if it's playing quite happily, why touch it? And it is a fairly involved procedure, and I have fairly limited experience on CD players, shall we say, so I don't really want to do it in the first place. I just do want to show you, however, there is indeed a belt right there for opening the drawer, but it's a little bit loose. But it doesn't seem to be having any trouble opening the drawer. So let's try that again. Ooh, hello. Yeah, it seems happy enough. So, also, just being a little bit careful because this is on. As I swing it around like this. Where are we? Yeah, this is what we like to see. Made in Japan. Pioneer compact disc player made in Japan. They don't make them like this anymore. Well, they do, but not many people do. December 1999. Awesome. So, I'm just going to give this thing a clean up now, because it is rather grotty. So let me do that, and I'll come right back to you.
To expose all those popsicle toes. You must have been Miss Pennsylvania with all this pulchritude. How come you always lose your pen text when I'm in the nude? We are to have a birthday party. You can wear your birthday clothes.
Okay, so there we are. This Pioneer PD5300 is now in the stack and playing the Jazz Kings from their album Blue Jazz Popsicle Toes very nicely. Thank you to the Jazz Kings for permission to use their album. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased. It was only about 5 minutes work to actually get this player working again. I think it just needed a lens clean is probably all that was wrong with it, given it a good clean up. So it is in the stack now. I'll need to get my Yamaha hooked up again because I disconnected it to get the Pioneer in there, and do a bit of an A/B comparison to the Yummy and the Pioneer. But I'm very, very pleased to have this option of two vintage circa 1990s CD players in my system at the moment. So thank you for coming along on this fairly short video of getting this Pioneer player up and running, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.